It's a real interesting one. Ben Stiller, the actor, turned down opportunity to direct the movie Good Will Hunting with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, Robin Williams. Interesting. You just never know who the opportunities occur. I guess he didn't really. I don't know if it could have the subject matter or the vibe, but for whatever reason he turned it down. You never know about these things. This is it's quite interesting revelation when you think about the success. And again, you know, people always assume that there are certain people they're like destined to always have hits, be it in music, be it in TV and film. But unbeknownst, you never know that it's going to occur that way. And so, um, I've often heard stories about if I had only known, and then sometimes you get an opportunity, and then it's like, wow, I would have jumped it if I had known. But in hindsight, everything in hindsight, going with instinct and feeling, maybe it wasn't for you. Sometimes the hardest thing at being successful at what you do is to say it wasn't for me, but I have no problem with it happening. And I think that's the ego because you're in a business, it's all a crapshoot. It really is. You can hit or it can not. And then that could be something that will haunt you, you know. And fortunately for Ben Stiller, he's had quite a bit of success in film. He's done quite well for himself. But a film like this had serious magnitude and it was hitting a little bit different at the time because this was the film that really launched Ben Affleck and Matt Damon as serious filmmakers, and they did this with Harvey Weinstein's production and Robin Williams. But it launched them. It really, and I think Mimi Driver was in it. It's been so long ago since I watched this film. It's funny because like I can look at something from '97, and I remember watching the movie, and part of me almost thinks it was 15, 20 years ago, but it's almost 30. It's crazy when I think about it because how fast time went by, and it's almost like you are um, caught up in that frame of mind, and you're like, wow, it really went by fast, of how it all projected and how it played out. But it was it's a trip when you think about it in hindsight. But maybe it wasn't meant for him. Maybe it wasn't meant. Maybe it wasn't his calling. Maybe it wasn't his time to shine with that particular role. You one can never know. One can never know. One can never tell you how it's all going to project and be out. But it was definitely interesting to read that he had an opportunity. He said he regretted because it did do well at the award shows, whatever that means and what it's worth. But it definitely launched those two, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. They careers definitely took him. For Robin Williams, it was just another feather in his cap, being part of something and in a trajectory. Um, it's a trip because the movie was cool. No, a little bit on the more vulgar side for my standard, my taste. Even then, I just thought a bit much, but it was a good storyline. And it's one of those kind of things that, yeah, if it's definitely one of those movies that has definitely stood the test of time. People still talk about it. So it's one of those things that definitely is still, been able to sustain. And I'm sure there'll be other roles that people just say that I wish I had done. I didn't see it coming, and it kind of went that way. But anyway, let me know what you think. Do you think it would have been different if Ben Stiller had directed, or do you think it would have hit with for Ben Stiller or not? Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. Share it if you like, and hit that membership because when you do requests like this come true, stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. And thinking that Ben Stiller had done there's something about Mary and the Fockers and everything else he did. How would this have been in his catalog, and what do you think the perception would have been? All right, let me know. I'm out.